Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Season 3 of the new, revived iCarly. And this is from Paramount Plus, and this series focuses on Carly, Miranda Cosgrove, who is now an adult, and she still has her brother Spencer, her very much getting closer friend Freddie, and her friend Harper, and Millicent, who is Freddie's child. And this season, I feel like, goes to some places that I appreciate because it takes characters to the next level. It happens this season. Finally, Carly and Freddie hit it off. And the particular episode where they finally get together in this season really hits. It really works. And as somebody who has no investment from the original show, I never watched the original iCarly, but watching this show, especially through the first two seasons, it really always felt like Carly and Freddie were going to come together. And it really paid off in this season. And that's one of the best episodes of this show so far. And I appreciate where this show is taking the two of them in more mature ways, like Freddie dealing with his mother getting married and all the shenanigans that happen with like bachelorette parties and bachelor parties, planning for a wedding, which the final episode of this season leading up to that big wedding adds some complicated feelings for Carly and Freddie in terms of their relationship, and a big bombshell that just gets dropped at the end and you're just like, come back next season. Don't expect those kinds of things on a show like this. I certainly didn't. I do appreciate that. Each of the characters, I still feel like Harper and Spencer still get their kinds of storylines. Spencer's still ridiculously over the top and doing his silly thing. And Harper has her moments. Millicent has grown a lot over these seasons, and there's a really impactful episode dealing with Millicent, her mother coming into the picture, and Freddie and Carly having to be honest about their relationship and the seriousness of it. This show still has the crazy, ridiculous hijinks of what iCarly is, but it also helps evolve it, lets it grow up, and I feel like this particular season was the biggest example of iCarly growing up. And I appreciated that. And there's definitely some things that feel relatable to somebody who's 31 and watching this and seeing it's like, yeah, these characters are my age, dealing with some of the things like, yeah, I'm dealing with. It's no longer like it's not a show about a bunch of people in Arrested Development. iCarly is growing and maturing, and I appreciated that in the season. It still has the over-the-top ridiculous comedy, and there's certainly characters that are ridiculous and over-the-top. You have Freddie's future stepdad, who is absurd and sometimes could get really on your nerves. But I do feel like this show always seems to find crazy, weird kind of situations, maximizes the awkwardness, but especially in this season, finding the ways to include those more mature storylines and adding layers to it. This seems like a lot me talking really deeply about iCarly. I did really enjoy this season. I had a lot of fun getting through these episodes, and in the end, I feel like this show's maturing into something that I can appreciate a lot more than, I still had fun with the first season, second season of this silly revival, but now I feel like it's really developing into something a little bit more poignant. And I appreciate that about the show, and I appreciate that the show's taking it that way. Cosgrove is great as always. Trainer doing his crazy thing. Cress, I think, is stepping up and really matching what Miranda Cosgrove is doing. And of course, Jaden Triplett, who plays Millicent, is always a fun standout because she's a little sassy one. But in the end, I really enjoyed this season, and I look forward to finding out what the heck's going to happen with this lovely way that this season ends, getting you very much ready for Season 4. But those are my thoughts on iCarly Season 3. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.